Hello there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everybody's doing well. I think this is part 3, City Skylines. Not too much to cover, but I've expanded, but there have been issues again. And I think I spent way too much time on it because I'm at that point now where it's like, I have no idea how to fix this. And of course, it's traffic, as you can plainly tell. I thought I had it, and then it immediately got backed up, and it's backing up in a really weird place that I do not understand. But I hope everybody's doing well, and I do thank you very kindly for joining me for this episode. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope I make a lot more sense. I really should start writing things down, but I don't even remember to do that. So let's come out of this view, and I will update you on what's going on. We're up to 18, almost 19,000 people. I believe that's down to 2,000. But things are okay. But traffic, it's down to 67%. And let me really quickly, I'm just going to show you where it's bogging down, why I'm confused, is here. For some reason, everybody, I guess in this city, I added this, and that made it 1,000 times worse, which again makes no sense to me. But before I added this in the roundabout, they were coming through here. I also added this, so ignore that. They were coming through here, going down this street, up here, through here, and out here, just to go here. Now, why would you do that if you're already on this road? If you're already here, you just go up and you go where you need to go. But they're not doing that. They're cutting through here. And I don't get it. I'm absolutely lost. But I did do all this work. I added this roundabout. I removed some buildings in here to upgrade the road. So it's now, this is a 4 and these are 3-laners. And these are 4-laner, well, 2 on either side instead of just 1 lane each. I've done all sorts of stuff. This has a time traffic light because I had no choice. Same here. I believe the time traffic light is here. And I just don't understand why they're doing what they're doing. See, I added this in as well, and they all want to come here. No one's using this to get where they want to go. They're coming through here. So I'm just letting you know that I spent way too much time on this. It was ridiculous. I shouldn't have done that. But I did get a lot done. And where I want to start you, I hope that's okay, is in my little industry. We've built things up a bit here. It's getting a little bit bigger because, again, that's all they ever want is industry. So I have a few light blue shops and a warehouse. I almost forgot about the warehouses, but I did add warehouses in here and in our original industry area. I added a few more. I believe this is one. No, that's our bus station. I don't remember where I put them, but I do. Oh, is this it? Yeah, I think this is a warehouse. Yep. So I got a couple of those around for commercial goods. So yeah, things are just going bad here. Now, I liked the way these two came up in this, because this is all like offices, I believe. Offices in dark blue. There's a little bit of dark green. But then this thing cropped up, and I'm like, why are you in here? You're so tall. And it's a dark green. It's a high density resident. I don't know, what do you think? Do you think it looks too tall? I did not give these guys don't go high. I did all the don't go high in here. But over here, I'm like, you know what? You're on the river and you're facing the expressway. Who cares? But this shocked me. I'm like, why? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but you guys can let me know if you like it or not. Should I get rid of it, or should I put a high-rise band here as well? Also, what I did was I forgot about fishies. I don't know why, because I think this is adorable. So I gave them, for entertainment purposes. This is supposed to be a fishing dock. And this is supposed to be the floating restaurant, which is not, thankfully, bobbing up and down in the water. But it doesn't matter because, well, it's bobbing, but not crazy bobbing. I just wish they'd use them. Why do I have to have it attached to a road if they can't get there? There should be some way to get on a boat and go there. I'm lost. Anyway, I remembered about fishing, so let's come down here where I started it. In this corner here, I didn't flatten too much out. I left it as best I could, but this I did, and it wasn't too much higher than it is right now. I mean, this, obviously, you're going to hear my keyboard. It's even with this. And I had to push it back just a little bit to get this road in, which is wonky. I'm not going to deny that or argue the point. Yep. Yeah, it's a little crazy. But this tool works maybe too well. Can I say that? It works too well. It's doing things to my terrain that I don't want it to do. And that's my only excuse. I know this is horrific. But I love the way this looks, and I don't want anybody messing with it. What was that symbol here? Something's underwater, and I don't know what is there. The electricity box. Oh. Well, I think I can move you. Why are you there? Oh, you're connecting. Okay. How about if I put you there? Is that still connecting? Yes. Very good. All right. So that's why my roads look wonky, and I'm sticking to it. So I added this first. It's just a fish farm. Now, if you will remember, I have, oopsie, wrong button. I'm sorry. I have all of the fish. And, well, there's no tuna. The tuna's over here. But they do go through it just in a little bit. So I started here, and I gave them a fish farm. I added the warehouse and the market. Fish factory and the market here. So with this being high rises, I didn't think this would be too much of a problem. Actually, I think it's kind of cute, and anybody who's interested can still look out this way, even though there's not too much to look at. But I did not go with specialty farms. This is just collecting all of the fish that it can. But again, with the wacky stuff. Now, this road connects here to my original entrance, right? And then I added this road coming down here so that I could hook this up. So I put the fish factory here. And for whatever reason, nobody was coming out here, and these guys kept saying, we don't have any fish. So I tweaked it a little bit. I moved it around, and the T that says it's not connected to a road, that never showed up, but it wasn't connected to the road. I had to figure that out on my own. So I got it hooked up. One truck came out, it drove here, and then it came back, and it never came out again. But these guys are collecting fish like mad. They actually get done kind of like here. So then they speed up, which I don't mind too much. So I thought, okay, well, I'll add a second fish, which is just, again, generic. It's collecting all kinds of the fish from here, not just a specific one. But they do take time to, it just says the efficiency of the route is okay, but it's not telling you how much fish is being collected, which is kind of a bummer. But if you look at the description, it will tell you specifically what it does. And it says fishing harbor sends out low capacity fishing boats that can catch all types of fish with a moderate catch rate. So to function, the fishing harbor requires a complete looping fishing route. That's all it says. But I know it's not anything that's collecting tons of fish at a time, but all of my boats are collecting at 100%. You have to let this build up, and then, see, there goes another truck. There's a truck there. Here comes one back. All of a sudden, it just fell into place. So I guess it takes time to build up some stock. And then this guy started complaining, we're not getting enough fish. We're not getting enough fish. I thought it would be okay to have them go here, come over here, loop around and go here. Well, they weren't doing that. So I added a second road here, and it's not the greatest. I didn't want to mess with this, so I put it underground just for the duration, and I had it hooked up over there. Seems to be working okay, but I had to stop everybody else from using it because in good old-fashioned city skyline style, people from all the way over here were coming through here just to go on this road and turn around and leave. And then they were coming through just to go here, come over here, go back out. It just, you know, silly stuff. So I blocked no cars. The only things that can come through here are trucks and emergency vehicles. Then they started complaining about cops, which there are plenty of. But I think because at the time this was such a mess, they just couldn't get through. So I gave them their own police station here. And things are thriving. So I came down here and I started messing with this area. See, now you're complaining. The police station's right here. How can there be police issue here if the cop station's right next door and there's no traffic issue? So these are the same types of little persnickety things that were going on the last time I played this game. And I let this stuff get the better of me. And maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. But the police station's right here. There's 6 cops in use. Cars. And it's operating normally. So why that would be an issue, I do not know. So I expanded here. Okay, wrong key as usual. I don't even believe this was here the last time we met. Or maybe this, well, no, it wasn't. None of this was here. I had stopped here. I expanded this. So this is all complete. It's high-rise everything. Dark blue commercial, dark green residential, and offices. Just a little mix here and there. And I did say you cannot go higher than 13 stories. But I'm going to make an exception for this one. But I did come back here and I lowered everything so that our skyline here isn't too messy. But I'm telling you right now, I just don't find this impressive. It's just a waterway. You know, there's not too much to look at. And I'm going to be building out here anyway. But it's not a horrible place to live and look out at. This is so much prettier. I would think that living here, I don't know, would be the better view. Yeah, I think this would be much nicer. So this would be an area that I would take better care as far as view goes. Not that it matters, I don't know. And I hope I can get away from this stodgy grid, huh? I did end up having to put a recycling center here because the garbage, well, again, everything boils down to this. Now you will notice this has cleared up tremendously since I put the roundabout in, which you know, if you watched any of my videos, I am not a fan of roundabouts at all. They tend to make things worse. I think my biggest mistake was adding this. I thought it would clear up that, but it's not. Everyone is using this area instead of just coming. I am so lost. Why do they have to do that? And then when I freed it up for them, they stopped using it. Now they're going down this road to get stuck in traffic this way. I did go in with Metro, so we can take a look at that real quick. I have bus lines everywhere. They're doing okay. I still have this guy. This guy does not give the game transport tool. The game said there's everything fine with it. What I miss is the, oh gosh, something manager, was it? Transport manager. This takes care of routes. Takes care of my bus routes, and it lets me know if anything is going on with boredom or too busy. And here's my Metro. I only have one line, and there's only 6. But see, they're just not being utilized, so I'm lost. This is my Metro. No, I didn't connect it yet because well, it does go in both directions, and it does have the double line. But I figured this one could head out this way, maybe over here. I don't know, come around this way. And then this one is going to be obviously heading out here. The problem is they're going to be going underwater, and I don't know if that's an okay thing or not. Maybe I can curve it over here. Who knows? I added this bridge so that we could get over. The roundabout is new because I just had it going this way and then across. So I wanted to come across here. And again, I feel that this is major overkill. Oh, not you. Oh my goodness. This, the fishies. I brought one across. I had it just high enough for the boats to get under. And no, they're not hitting these pillars. I made sure to watch as they're coming in. And they don't hit them. See? Ta-da! I brought the road across. It's not great. And then I didn't realize until I got here all of this went straight up like that. And I mean straight up. Which is why I have a hard time with islands. For some reason, the island maps tend to do that. All of their land is like this. And you can't tell until you get a road in, and it's very upsetting. I'm seriously thinking about taking the land and smoothing it straight across. I don't like this, but I tried to smooth it out as best I could because I wanted another type of farm in here. And I chose the ring. Now these are still catching fish, which we're in desperate need of. And it's working fine. I gave it its own water, and these guys do get their own power. There's one here and one here. I can't stand these things. But I think they're a little bit better than putting the wires or using those cheat boxes. Now mine is a cheat box as far as the electricity goes because I don't have whatever DLC came with that little electricity box. I can't quite remember. So mine is a mod asset. These things that I was just fixing because they ended up going under the water. They do come with some DLC. I don't think that they look exactly like that, but I don't have that DLC, so I have the mod, and it's just a power jumper. And then after I added that fish farm, these guys really quieted down and everything seemed to fall into place. So I came over here and I added a second one. I hope these guys don't mind. I doubt that they would, because this is kind of a fun place to come and just watch what's going on. And this is seaweed. So maybe we could be a sushi town or something, who knows. And the market here seems to be, they seemed very happy when I put it down, which was odd, but none of these guys are affected by the noise of any of this. And my tourists do seem to come here. See, they like to stand here and go, gosh, I wish I could go there and eat. Oh, that looks so cool. Why won't those boats come over here and pick us up? I don't know. Let's ask the mayor. Well, the mayor doesn't know either. See? I want to go fishing. Why won't they let me go fishing? Who knows? So silly. Then look at the guy. I'm just going to stand here and dream. So sad. Okay. So I gave him some parking and stuff, and I tried my best to smooth this out. So when you put a road in, you can really tell how yucky the terrain is. And they got their own water tower, which I thought kind of sort of looked a little bit lighthousey, so I moved it over toward these rocks, which I added, by the way. I think there was just this one or this one here. And I put in some reeds, the cattails. Didn't go too crazy. And that is about, I believe. Yeah, see, I try smoothing this out and it just looks horrible. But anyway, that is about as far as I got when I just got stumped here. To be honest with you, I want to tear this whole thing out and reconfigure. Although I don't know what else I could do for them. I gave them a ring road and they end up they would rather get stuck in traffic going straight here, up, over here, just to get why? Just to make a left turn and get back on the ring road. There's got to be something wrong with that. So it's messing with garbage. It's messing with death care. Something's got to give in this corner, and that's why I'm seriously thinking I'm going to take from here to here. I'm just going to take this whole area out and try to rework it. Is that a cheating way of doing things, or is that a logical good way of doing things? I don't know, because I don't want anybody to get angry with me for thinking this is a good idea to do. I'm just thinking it's the logical thing to do. If I can't see it from here, I can see what they're doing, and it's not making any sense. Just like using this, which I thought would be better for the trucks to come up this way and then get into the neighborhood and drop off their goods, because there is a warehouse here. No, everybody on the highway is coming here, and they're not even using the ring road. They're going around to come here and make a left turn. Why? And then a right turn, and then they come this way to get back on the ring road. Why are they doing this? This is the part that has me absolutely confused. So I just think if I took this whole area out and reworked the roads, and this has been going on for hours, in-game hours. So it's not like just a chunk of this traffic made a stupid decision and then they're going to clear out and people are going to figure it out. It's not the case. And I never did this in any of the other videos, but I really quickly look at these interchanges. I don't think I've ever seen this in the game before. Isn't that beautiful? But this is so nice. By the way, we have another 8 to 10 inches of snow coming tonight. I like this interchange. I don't think I'm going to mess with that. The only issue I have with these types of interchanges is, how do you connect them up over here? They go this way, but how do you get it? What do you do? See, it's taking everything over here, but how do you take everything over here? So yeah, population we did go to 19. Okay, so it is going up. And what are you complaining about? It's business. Not enough educated workers or dead bodies. Yep. Well, honey, I know, but guess what? We said in the last video to see what if it stayed. It did, but I had to replace what I had put down there, that neon pink thing. So I just put a different shrub in, but it is staying. But I didn't want to get rid of that pop soda, so I'm going to be getting rid of the pop sodas. And I did come through my neighborhood here and I cleaned it up as best I could. It's a futile whack-a-mole effort because the number of these that you destroy, these two, I don't want to destroy this. I think this is gorgeous. That is a house, eh? Yeah, things like this. It's a futile effort because the more you whack these away, the more they come back. But I tried as best I could to get some diversity going in here, and it didn't work. But I'm not displeased. I also had to get rid of a few trees. I'm not knocking Mr. Mason one bit. He does a fantastic job. Unfortunately, I believe it's a triangle count. They're just too high. And I think that was part of the reason my game looked so ugly. So I removed his trees from my game and had to come back in and use a generic pine in some instances. I did redo the trees so that they're even lower. I kept this. But it was just a lot of beautification. And then on this side, well, like I said, my idea was to come in here and rework these neighborhoods. See, oh my goodness. So the more of this glass thing that I got rid of, the more they brought back. Look how many there are now. So the whack-a-mole game, I guess it just doesn't work all the time. Oh, and I really quickly, I hope I can, I wanted to discuss a little bit more about this City Skylines 2, but I'm staring at this. Maybe you guys can watch how these guys are choosing to drive around. I don't get it. City Skylines 2, I did mention that it had, the news broke while I was making part 1 of this new series. And I already mentioned how I feel about it. I'm happy for everyone who gets a chance to play it, and I'm looking forward to watching the gameplay. But I noticed one thing in the in the 8 million times that I had to watch that silly video that, for me personally, I'm not saying for anybody else, But for me, that video did not help at all because it's a rendition. It's kind of like watching Sims 4 videos touting their latest DLC, and the animations and the background products are nothing like what you get for in-game play. That's how I felt about that video, so I wasn't paying too much attention to it. That's not what CS2 is going to look like at all. I already guarantee it. After all those reviews on that particular video, I noticed one thing. I was very happy that there's going to be seasons. But what it said is that yes, the 4 seasons will be available if you choose a snowy map. I'm hoping that just means that if you choose a tropical map, you're obviously not going to get snow. Although even in the, well, no, not the tropics. You wouldn't get snow on it, even the highest peak, would you? I hope that's what that means. And not, you will not get the seasons unless you have a pack with a snowy map on it. And then you'll only get seasons if you're playing on that snowy map. And I hope that makes sense. I would like to have seasons as a choice, thank you. Whether I'm playing on an island map, a boreal map, or a temperate map. Why can't I have the seasons choice? And if that is the case, seasons should be available to everybody, whether they have a snowy map or not. That's all I'm saying. And it doesn't sound like that's the case. It's sounding more and more to me like unless you have, like in this particular case, let's say City Skylines 1. Unless you have Snowy Escape DLC, you're never going to get the seasons, is the way I read that. And I could be wrong. I hope I am, because I just don't think that's fair. I hope that seasons is in the game as a choice, but they will not work unless it's a boreal map. Not a snowy map, a boreal map. Or even temperate. I mean, I live in a temperate climate, and obviously, you've seen it, we get snow. But we also get summertime, and we get all 4 seasons here in a temperate zone. So I'm a little confused on that one thing. But what I really wanted to talk about is, I am a little bit more excited for the new, what is it called? Life is Life? Life is You? That intrigued me a heck of a lot more. And I'm anxious to see a lot more on that, because one of the developers of The Sims 2, which apparently is the most popular Sims game, a lot of the videos that you would see on YouTube, if you're a Sims 4 player and you're interested in the game, a lot of them absolutely love The Sims 2. And then they think The Sims 3 is better than The Sims 4. I never played it. I only played The Sims 4, but this Paradox Sim game looks really intriguing, and that I would like to find out a little bit more about. Okay, so the bottom line, I'm going to, because I need to see this for myself, I'm going to start by removing all of the buildings. And I'll move, like if I have parking lots, and I believe this is a warehouse, and I've got some death care and all that other stuff. I'll just set those aside somewhere. Oh, my big guy's gonna have to go. Maybe he'll come back, I don't know. But that tower just kills me, I don't know why. I don't know why it would be there. And it's only got 26 households in it, can you imagine? Probably like 2,600 households in it in real life. Anyway, and then I just want to look at the road layout, and I obviously did something wrong, and then I can put it back, hopefully in a better way. Don't freeze, I'm making a video. Oh, great. Well, you get to see this in real time. I hope that doesn't mess up my video. I hope that's not messing up my video. If it's not, I would like to say thank you very, very much for sticking with me to the end. I hope you enjoyed this. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have an absolutely fabulous day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.